make sure I'm live. I'm gonna get that booty. Give me that booty. I worry about you sometimes, bro. It's good to see you, though, man. Just trying to go through the Resident Evil games I haven't finished and finish them. And Code Veronica is one of the ones that I got very far in, but I never finished. I wouldn't go that far. It's pretty good. It's my dad's favorite, believe it or not. But I think it goes past the tough level into bullshit. Like the other games in the series are tough, and they can occasionally be brutal, but they're fair. I think this occasionally crosses the line into fuck you. This is just shit territory. Yeah. This is one of the games they added on the Classics catalog years ago. This is the PS2 version, which is the better version. I really wish they had done the fucking HD version, though. It surprisingly added a lot of really cool stuff. They did a version for PS3 and 360, and they called it Code Veronica HD. So it sounds like it would be a cut and drag port, right? It's not. They actually ported it to the engine, the version of the RE engine, or what do they call it? What was the name of that engine? The MT Framework engine, and actually added real-time lighting and shadows to the entire game. Yeah, that was the 360 version. Backwards compatible. Echo, I love you, but you were in my way. I will... But the HD version is probably the best. I mean, it's not like a deal breaker, but the I don't know why they just didn't bring that version to PS4 then, but oh well. I guess if you're a purist, being able to play the original PS2 version is cool, but I'm a firm believer in when you bring a game to a new platform, you should always bring the best version. I can't stand it when they have a fucking a new version that's lacking content from other versions. Like, it should always have everything. That seems like so simple, but you'd be amazed at how many fucking companies don't do that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should have just done the work and brought the old version. I mean, dude, they literally had a PS3 version of Code Veronica with the lighting and shit. They could have just ported that over. How much work would that really have been? Come on. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. See, this is one of those things I forgot about. I'm like, why is the valve not working? Because you have to find a particular fucking machine. Shit. I mean, yeah, they should have. They fucking should have. Like, it even would have taken that long, dude. Fuck, they had the working code for the Android. They could have just fucking ported that to PS4. That would have been better. Because at least the fucking... At least the fucking Android version is based off the PC as a base. Also, you know, not for nothing, but the PS2 version of fucking Max Payne is like the worst version. That was not a bad version either. I know some people hate that version. I didn't have a problem with that. And I appreciate all the stuff it did, like checkpoints and shit. Or like, for example, if you remember, they did the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, and I don't know why they call them remasters. They're remakes. They're Pixel remakes. Because they literally remade every asset from scratch. Every bit of the UI, every bit of the menus, every bit of the enemies, every bit of the sprites, every bit of the music, sound effects. So I don't know why they call them remaster. That's a remake. But whatever. Really, motherfucker? Over the years, they made all kinds of different ports of the Final Fantasy games, classic Final Fantasy games, and they added content. Like, they did a Game Boy Advance version that added content, so on and so forth. And the Pixel remasters added a lot of cool features, had a lot of good quality of life. They were high-quality remakes, but they didn't add all those bonus stuff from, like, the Game Boy versions over the years. Which actually means it has less content in some places. I fucking hate that. My only complaint with the collections, honestly. It should have had everything that was in the subsequent re-releases.
We're safe now. Think again, Claire.
I shall enjoy watching you shriek in agony. Not this time! You gay!
I gotta love that cheese.
What was that?
Yeah, it loops back around again. What was that? And the Steve, that guy you just saw, he's Canadian. So, like, he does a shitty Canadian accent. Sorry! It's hilarious. I think he's, like, the only Canadian character in the series. And this is the only classic Resident Evil game to have 3D real-time backgrounds.
Claire!
Backgrounds.
What are you doing? Let's go!
because all the PS1 games were 3D or pre-rendered.
Bust through that wall.
And then Resident Evil 0 and 1 Remake went back to pre-rendered, so they were able to get really creative with the camera angles in this because it was real time.
Right. Claire, maybe we can escape through there.
Come on, let's go.
They also let you aim down this sniper rifle in third person, or first person, which they wouldn't have been able to do with pre-rendered backdrops.
Claire, come on! Finally, we can get out of this insane place.
Say, I mean, it's rudimentary, but it was novel for Resident Evil. I could do it too. I could fucking do it.
Okay, let's go.
Come on, let's go! Were you scared? Move it! Oh! Ah!
Steve! Hold on. I'll wake that monster and come back.
Claire, forget about me. Run!
The character models actually did look good for the time. Oh shit! I totally forgot that that could happen.
Claire, come on!
Oh, he'd actually give you a
Get
checkpoint
out of
right
this
there. I
insane
wasn't
place.
expecting that. That's cool. Steve, have you tried telling him sorry?
Okay, let's...
Yeah, I kind of do too. I think Nintendo lost the plot, and they got too greedy and overconfident in their success, and now they're gonna crash and fucking burn. That or they're gonna have to readjust. Because they could still totally walk most of that shit back. Because, okay, number one, Switch is supposed to be the budget-friendly option. Nintendo won the Wii. They were winning the Switch because they were the much cheaper option. The games were cheaper. Yeah. The games were much cheaper, and they were a budget-friendly option. That's how the Wii won. And now, they're actually saying that the games are going to be $80 or $90. And bear in mind, that Sony's not increasing their price this generation. Maybe they'll try to increase the next generation. I don't think they will, because Sony's not stupid, and because there's usually about 2 generations the price goes up. PS1 and 2 were $50. PS2 and 3 were $60. I'm sorry, PS3 and 4 were $60. 1 and 2 were $50. 3 and 4 were $60. 5 $70. So I think the next console generation will be $70 as well. But so even if they do up the price, which I don't think they're going to do with PS6, it won't be for several years. They've already confirmed that there's not a new console coming until 2028. So for at least the next 3 years, which is conceivably like half of the Switch 2's lifespan, it will actually have games that are more expensive than the ones on PS5 and fucking Series X, despite looking way, way worse. Because remember, it's still, it's more powerful than Switch. It's still not as powerful as PS5 or Series X. And the director, I'm trying to figure out how to put it. And the guy was like, well, I think compared to the PS5 Pro, it's cheap. Nobody's comparing it to the PS5 Pro, dog. They're comparing it to the base PS5. And you're selling the system for just $50 less. Even though it's like a quarter of the power. And then they're charging an upgrade fee to get the Switch 2 version. I don't really care about that because it's $10. If it's an actual worthy upgrade, that's the one thing I can't get onto them for. If it's a worthy upgrade, asking $10, I don't think is that much to ask. I know people want free, but if, charging for an upgrade, okay. $10 I can live with, and a lot of the games are adding new content. Like there's a $10 upgrade for the new Kirby game, and apparently adds a DLC. So, but and then they're bringing GameCube games. I think it's mine. The games that people wanted. But you can't buy any of them, which is super fucking dumb because Nintendo Online sucks ass.
Steve! Are you alright?
It's more than that. It's 60 FPS, 4K.
Claire! You're alive!
It's a decent upgrade for Zelda anyway. But so, they're doing the GameCube games.
I'm sorry. I failed you.
Don't worry about it. Let's go.
They're finally doing the GameCube games. But you can't buy them.
I swear I'll protect you next time, Claire.
All people have been asking for fucking years, the entire time the Switch has done it, is to give you the option to buy them. And,
we did it! We're finally out!
and then,
Look! There's a snowmobile over there!
to make matters even worse, the Did you hear the whole kerfuffle about the GameCube controller?
We'll be able to ride right over to the Australian base with this.
Yeah, let's go! I won't forget about this, Claire.
Okay. I'm skipping this. It's interrupting me and I've already seen it. Now we're switching to the second half of the game where you play as Chris. The first half of the game you play as Claire, second you play as Chris.
Brought me here.
At the time, this was a big deal because they hadn't shown Chris since the first game, and they hadn't shown where he was. And they hadn't advertised that you play as Chris. So back in the day, it was like, oh shit, we're playing Chris? Anyway, sorry about all that. I got interrupted. So, they have a GameCube controller, you know, for playing the GameCube games. But one, you can only get it if you pre-order the Switch. Two, so they're doing artificial scarcity. And two, you can only use it to play the GameCube games. The GameCube controller for the fucking original Switch, you know, there was a limited run, but you didn't have to do that. They did multiple runs, and you could use it on other Switch games. It was Switch compatible. But it's a pre-order exclusive. You can only play it on the GameCube games, which is a very limited catalog, remember.
I didn't expect to find another living person left on this island. Who are you?
I came here looking for a certain girl.
And you can't even own the games.
A girl?
Have you seen anyone named Claire Redfield?
Did you just say Claire?
You know who she is, don't you?
Don't worry about her. I helped her escape. Several planes took off from this island not long ago. While I can't say for certain, she was probably on one of them.
So you're basically having to pre-order the Switch 2 to get it.
I guess my sister owes you.
And you're basically getting it to play the games you're renting.
Everyone's gone. I may be the only other person left. Go on. Follow your sister and get off this island.
There's another area where they fuck you. They don't tell you that the equipment that you have for Claire can only be shared with Chris if you left it in the item crate. So make sure, you know, to basically keep everything you can for Chris in the item box. That's what I mean when I say bullshit. So you can wind up playing Chris and having very, very, very little supplies because you didn't know to drop them all in the box. For Chris, that's not fun, that's shit. Okay. Oh, hey. It's good to see you, Emily. Even though I told you that's our word. You do not have the bread pass. Here we go again. Oh no, he got him! Wow. Bravey boy. That's funny. Oh shit. Yeah, we had a tornado scare not too long ago. You Max know about that. Hopefully everything's cool for you. Oh, did you know that Wisconsin is one of the few states where you can legally own a kangaroo, Emily? So you could legally own Max. Oh my god. I mean, just why? If there's one thing an asshole is not, it is aesthetically pleasing. How he survived? I don't know, but he did.
Hold on! Don't give up!
Looks like I can meet my family again. Here. Take this.
What?
She gave this to me as a token of thanks for saving her.
Yeah, here it is.
I won't need it anymore.
No! Woo, baby! Some machine guns! Oh, yeah! Okay, I think that's everything here. Have you seen Tremors, Emily? Even the fucking sci-fi ones. Have you seen the show? I think Max will like Tremors. He loves the fucking cheese. With who? Just like with yourself or your friends? You have the worst internet in the fucking world, Max. There are fucking kids in Ethiopia that use fucking sticks and stones that have better Wi-Fi than you. Oh, by myself. Yeah, I need to get to a movie night together. I mean to do that. It's just hard to get everybody. It's hard to find a schedule that everybody can adhere to and meet, you know, because we're just all in different time zones. Like I said, Max is in Australia, and he's literally 15 hours ahead, so he's usually in the next fucking day. Steps and check, he's like 6 hours ahead. You're an hour behind. So it's just hard to find a time where we can all come together to watch shit. Or even to decide what to watch. We all have such wide tastes. Yeah, no. I'm not into that gore porn shit. I'm fine with gore, but if it's just gore for gore's sake, for shock value, no thanks. McFly! I don't think Emily likes Back to the Future very much. She just told me she thought it was okay. Back to the Future is fucking amazing. McFly! Back to the, you know what, man? You're a dick. Max isn't a virgin, he's fucked plenty of kangaroos. Kangaroosie. Somehow I feel like you've thought of a lot worse. Those fucking spiders. Tummy pouch. Neither of you are going to heaven. Oh, sweet key. I'm on a highway to hell. My favorite AC/DC song is "If You Want Blood."
There was a friendly but naive king who met a very nasty queen.
Who is that?
The king was loved, but the queen was feared. Till
Alexia? No! She's already fully awake.
Chris, oh little fishy, come see my hook. Chris, I'm sending some company to keep you entertained.
Oh, god damn it, the hunters.
Consider this a small welcoming gift from me. Enjoy.
Hold on, let me see what you're saying. YouTube cuts it off if it's only in a single sentence because they're fucking stupid. Yeah, probably. If I can get it. It comes out right around my birthday. Actually, let me check what day exactly. I know it's in May, but I'm not sure what day in May. My parents usually get me a game for my birthday. No, it says May 13th. I think that's for the deluxe version. Okay, it's May 15th. And if you get the deluxe version, you can play early. But yeah, probably. I'll probably go back and play some of the other Doom games in preparation. I don't know if that'll be the game I want to get for my birthday, though. I'm also looking forward to playing Days Gone Remastered that comes out on the 25th. Yeah, I heard about that. It's cool. I have the Days Gone theme on the welcome menu. Should be on the whole thing. No! Okay, there's no other way to go. I'm also probably gonna replay the Last of Us series. It'd be cool if you could join for that, Emily. The second season of the show is about to launch, so there'll be a lot of eyes on it. And they just added some new content to The Last of Us 2. Like, they just added some new characters to the No Return mode. So I can play through the first game and then segue into the second. Yeah, I still cannot wrap my fucking head around the choice that they made for Bella Ramsey to be Ellie, and I think she doesn't look it and she doesn't sound it, and I think her acting is fucking atrocious. I think she's the worst part of the show. And I think that she has the one thing that she had going for her was that she has a perpetually young face. She's like 23, and she looks like she is 14. And that was cool in the first season because they didn't have to worry about her aging out. You know what I mean? But now, this is supposed to be 5 years later. She's supposed to be the adult Ellie, going from 14 to 19 and then 21. And she looks like a kid. And in order to disguise her looking so young still, they made all of the actors that are supposed to be her age also look fucking young as shit. So like Dina, super young looking. So all of like Ellie's side of things looks like kids in adult clothing. It's so fucking weird. Right? She fucking would have been better. Like anyone. And you know, I might have been able to get behind her if her acting was really good. It's not. If her acting was fucking bar none, I could have been like, okay, I can look her not really fit in the role physically. Her acting's not great. Like, her line delivery is so fucking flat. Every single time you see Ellie in the games, she's so emotive. She's so emotive. She's so filled with emotion. And because she's supposed to be. Joel is the old, cynical, weary, contained guy. So she's supposed to be the emotion in the partnership that brings him out of a shell. And every single time in the game that she has emotion in the show, her delivery is just flat as fuck. And in particular, she fucking ruins the cabin scene. That is gotta be one of my favorite scenes in the entire series. One of my favorite scenes in any game ever is when they're in the cabin, and I know what it's like to lose someone, Joel. You have no idea what loss is. And she's like, everyone that I have loved has either died or left me except for fucking you. And she's her eyes, she's tearing up. It is such a tense moment. It's like, and then in the show, she just, everyone I've ever loved has either died or left me except for you. Ugh. I don't even like Pedro Pascal as Joel. He doesn't even try to have a Texan accent, despite that being like a noteworthy part of his character. I think I'm trying to figure out the way to put it. I think that is the show one of the better video game adaptations? Yes. But in all fairness, that is a really, really, really low bar to clear. It's not hard to be one of the better video game adaptations when 99% of all video game adaptations are terrible. And I feel like, at its best, the show is the game, but worse. Same dialogue, worse acting. Same story, worse characters. And at its worst, the show makes all these needless changes that just suck. You know, like, I remember Neil Druckmann saying that one of the things they were going to do is they were going to cut down the action in the show because in a game you have to keep the player interested, and in a show they don't need all the combat. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. You know, you want to have something for the player to do, but in a show it wouldn't make sense to run into 30 bandits. So I'm like, okay. And he's like, we're going to tone down some of the video gaminess. I'm like, all right, that sounds fine. But then there's so many scenes where they turn up the video gameness of it needlessly. Like Tess, her death in the game is such a pivotal moment, but it's so quiet. Her death could be this loud explosion, it could be all this, but it's not. You know? And I will always remember, she's like, just go. Just go. And it pans away and you just see Joel turning away and closing the door. And then him walking away. And they could have had this big musical moment. They could have shown her getting shot all to hell. They could have done this. And instead, it's just silent. As he turns his back and he's walking away and Ellie's trying to talk to him and he's like, stop. Stop. We've got to go. And there was something so, like, beautiful in the stillness of that moment where it could have been just this loud, like, insane scene, and instead it was just him, like, just knuckling his resolve and walking away. And then in the show, she gets French kissed by a clicker and then blows up the entire building? What was that? Like, they took a scene that was slow, delicate, and deliberate, and they made it so over the top and needless. It was, what were they thinking? And that, if anything, felt more video game than anything. Why did she need to have an explosion? Why did the clicker need to tongue to make out with her? Ugh. And even the basics thing, the fungus doesn't work. It doesn't work because okay, I'm trying to figure out the way to put this. One of the things that really worked about The Last of Us is that it was very much rooted in reality. The cordyceps fungus is a real thing. And the way that it works in the game is very, very close to how it works in real life. Except in real life, it is only applied to ants. It has not been able to take over anything more complicated than an ant. Or spiders, stuff like that, small insects. So this was like, what if it could take over humans? And that was what was so clever about it, is one, yeah, sorry, I can shut up about it. I'm just saying it doesn't even make sense. It having tendrils is not even how fungal works. It's just so weird. Like, it's a needless change. Why would you even change that? Or like, why would they set it back a decade? Why do they need to make it so the apocalypse happened in 2003 instead of 2013? Just changes, like, why? Why did they have to have this whole Kansas City subplot with Sam? That just is needless. When their death, Sam and Henry, their death and all that worked out perfectly good the way it was in the game. It was beautiful. It was shocking. It's weird. And I also don't like the fact that they're talking about breaking up the second game into 2 or 3 seasons. Because The Last of Us 2 takes place over 3 days. Most of it does. And so Lev is supposed to be 14. So what are they going to do with that? Are they going to hire another kid that looks perpetually young? Or is Lev mysteriously going to grow like 5 inches between each season? And it just seems like they don't want to let it go. They want to keep adding it out. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got the shotgun, baby! Is any zombie party? Yeah, I have to agree with you. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking with the casting. I mean, I love Mark Wahlberg. I love Mark Wahlberg. Him as Sully, Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, and Emily's not really paid attention to Uncharted, so. Oh, blam! Actually, this game was pretty advanced for the time. It actually had water physics. In 2000, like, you can actually see the water responding when he moves through it. That was super ahead of the time. For the year 2000. I didn't think it was very good in any capacity. But I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm also down to do more Shadow of Mordor streams, Emily. I actually haven't played it since the last time we played it together. It'd also be cool to have you in some Last of Us streams. Or not Last of Us, I'm sorry. In some Death Stranding streams. Because I think you would like it. Now really quickly, I'm going to hop down and get those red herbs and come back. Green and red herbs are what you need. One green herb and one red herb will completely fully heal you. Yeah, I could actually see that. especially because like the plot for the first Jak and Daxter is pretty sparse, so they could definitely fit it into like single movie. Alright, Emily, I'll see you later. Bye! Max, she's gone. You can let out your fart now. I need to get you to play more of the Resident Evil games, Max. Be nice to have you get into some of the stuff I'm into. And trying to ask Steph to play an older game is like dragging nails on a chalkboard. I can't get the Blu-ray to work. He's telling me, he's like, I'm gonna beat Silent Hill 1, and then I'm gonna move on to Silent Hill 2, and I'm like, I'm not holding my fucking breath for that one, man. So I can't really rely on Steph to get into the classic Resident Evil games, so it's gotta be you. Besides, I think he might bulk at the tank controls. Whereas I don't think it'd be that big of an issue for you. Honestly, I think you'd probably like all of them, dude. Resident Evil 7 is great. 8 is great. The remakes are great. Oh, I see Steph is live right now. I'm so tempted to go into his stream, dude. And just scream. Resident Evil 5 is pretty good, actually. I think so. I don't even dislike 6. It's not a great Resident Evil game. I wonder if you've ever, did you see the PS Classic games for this month? They're honestly kind of lame. Yeah. And Alone in the Dark 2, it's kind of a novelty, but then it's also, like, you can't play the first game, you know? It's just weird. I mean, that's not their fault because they never made the first game on PS1, but yeah. I just keep waiting for Ape Escape 2 to get a fixed version, man. Why would they even go through the trouble of rating it then if they're gonna take this long? Like, what the heck? God, wouldn't that be swell? I saw this guy make a post in a Resident Evil group. He was just like, man, all these kids are now playing the Resident Evil remakes. They're playing Resident Evil 4 remake, and they can't play the original game anymore. I'm like, what are you talking about? Resident Evil 4 is like on all the same platforms. Like, it literally is. There's plenty of games that aren't available on modern platforms. RE4 is not one of them. Yeah, pretty much. I keep hoping they'll add them. I mean, they already added the RE1, you know what I mean? Just add the original 2 and 3, boom, done. Then the whole series is pretty much playable on modern hardware. Well, not the spin-offs, but the whole main series, you know what I'm saying? It's not like people are lining up to play Umbrella Corps anyway. You ever hold your cat's paw? That's something I love to do. I love holding my cat's paw. Everybody went that way. Honestly, I almost kind of envy Steph. Because he can legitimately, he's having the game that he's playing the most be his homework project. Imagine if you got asked to do homework on Max Payne, you would spontaneously jizz if you were 15. Oh, shit. Were there any school subjects you did good at, or you were bad at? That's great. My handwriting is fucking atrocious, man. Which is kind of funny because I've always had great hand-eye coordination with games and stuff like that. Like anything that requires you working your hands, I've always been great at. But man, dude, is my handwriting fucking awful.
Long time no see, Chris.
Wesker? He's still alive? What are you doing here?
I came for Alexia.
Who?
An organization hired me to capture her.
Wait, you attacked the island! And my sister!
You have no idea how much I hate you. You destroyed my plans. So now I've sold my soul to a new organization.
So it's fine, do yourselves fine. I'm not
Now, die.
Let's fucking deal some game. Got an episode, don't even do anything.
Here's a little secret, Chris. I figured out that your sister is now in the Antarctic with Alexia. It's too bad you won't be seeing her again.
Alexia?
Yeah, if you asked Honey and Nim to write their name, they would give you squiggly lines. But if you ask them to write the shape of their father's dick, they give you Picasso. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh my fucking God. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch games real quick. I'll be right back.